Of course, India loves miracles, whether it's a shortcut to success, a one-size-fits-all remedy, or a magic pill. If it promises transformation, then we are all ears. Now imagine a pill that claims to fight the biggest threat, health threat that India faces, diabetes. And it also promises to help you lose 20 kilos along the way. That's the promise that Mounjaro has made, a new drug that's launched in India by US pharma giant Eli Lilly. India is the diabetes capital, I'm sure you know, in the world, where we rank right on top with 77 million people affected of diabetes. And that number is only expected to rise to 124 million by 2045. And here's this pill that's priced at just a quarter of Ozempic, a similar drug, which was the OG, first came into the market and priced at nearly 60,000 for a pill or a sheet or something on those lines. But that, in contrast with this, Mounjaro is priced barely at 3,500 to maximum 4,375 for one dose. And this drug offers two benefits. It controls blood sugar for type 2 diabetes and triggers significant weight loss up to 20 kgs over 72 weeks, according to clinical trials. Now, you have celebrity endorsements in the form of testimonies already coming out. Actor Amy Schumer, who's a very famous Hollywood star, who earlier had criticized Ozempic for its downsides after consuming it, has now come out to hail Mounjaro.
Mounjaro's been great. And look, it's not covered by insurance unless you have diabetes or like severe obesity, which most of the internet thinks I have. But I'm having a really good experience with it, and I wanted to keep it real with you. My skin is better. I have more energy.
And here back home, Zerodha's Nithin Kamath, the two brothers in fact, endorsing Mounjaro. Nithin Kamath particularly putting out on his X platform, saying India has the highest number of diabetes. If trends hold, over 30% of Indians are obese, will be obese. The effects of Mounjaro are remarkable. Users can lose up to 15 to 20% of their weight. So in a way, I could really call these celebrity endorsements for a pill, a dose that's just arrived into the Indian market. The buzz is global, but is it too good to be true? Because here's the catch. Studies show once you stop the drug, the weight comes back. And there are serious risks, and that could include disordered eating habits, nutrient deficiencies, pancreatitis, kidney complications, and even thyroid cancer. Yep, there's talk that these drugs may also help you reduce cravings like smoking and even lower risk of heart disease, Alzheimer's, and dementia. But this is big. There are no long-term studies to prove any of this. So are Mounjaro and Ozempic miracle drugs or just another shortcut with Indian hidden costs? That's the weight of the question here. I'm going to bring in our doctor to give us a little more clarity on what to do. Should one give it a shot, or it comes with enough complications? Dr. Parjeet Kaur, Associate Director, Endocrinology and Diabetes, Medanta Hospital. Thanks very much, Doctor. My quick question to you is Mounjaro truly a game changer for diabetes and obesity? Or is this just a hype drug with long-term issues?
Right. So, Jamila, let me tell you, this is definitely a big breakthrough in the management of both diabetes and obesity, because we know obesity is the reason for majority of the chronic disease. No doubt, tackling both obesity and diabetes treatment, this drug has shown promising results. But at the same time, like any other medication, this comes with the side effects. And I would say the side effects are divided mainly into minor ones, and there are some serious side effects as well. So minor, if I have to talk about, these are the more common ones, like one can have nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, mainly the gut-related effect, because the mechanism of action of this drug is through the gut. Majority of the people will come out of these minor side effects in few weeks of time, but these side effects can persist for some longer period of time and can impair the quality of life and could be the main reason for discontinuation of this drug. And along with the weight loss comes the muscle mass loss as well. And especially my main concern is with the Indian people, when we do not already have a very good protein intake. If somebody is not taking care of the nutrition and protein, somebody is definitely bound to get a muscle mass loss. So besides these minor side effects, yes, this drug has been shown to have some serious effects as well. Although we do not know the causality, but these drugs, these adverse effects have been rare, but reported with Mounjaro, like acute pancreatitis, acute kidney injury, secondary to the dehydration and severe diarrhea, gallstone disease, and this drug has also been shown to cause thyroid cell cancers in the animal models. So there is a clear-cut FDA warning there. If somebody has a history of a medullary thyroid cancer or somebody in the family has a medullary thyroid cancer of MEN2 syndrome, that person should not take this drug. And I think besides these side effects, the big question you only raised, that long term, yes, very right. We have trial data up to 3 years, maximum 5 years. We do not know what's going to happen if we continue taking this drug for a long time, because once we start, of course, we know the benefits. This drug has to be continued lifelong. So whether what will happen in the long term, and definitely there is a regain of the weight once the drug is stopped. So all these are the serious concerns and caveats associated. So this has to be very individualized treatment,
Yeah.
has to be done under quite supervision of endocrinologist or a physician, cannot be just a cosmetic drug to be given to anybody. Yeah.
See, you said that right, and that's the conclusion here. This isn't a cosmetic drug. It's for controlling type 2 diabetes, and you take it for that specific reason. You might find benefits, but again, it's got to be thoroughly monitored. Thanks very much. Appreciate your time, doctor, for joining us.